Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Global Party, Healing from the Inside Out. I am with the gorgeous Maria-Cristina Bumbac from France, originally born in Romania. And Maria-Cristina is going to communicate with us as best as she can because English is her third language. Third language. How many of you can even speak one? Because maybe some of you can't. So the conversation that we're having right now is transformation, the key to freedom. And within each of us, there comes a time where we have to look at ourselves and decide, what is our next step? What are we going to keep doing? Are we transforming? Is it the key to freedom? How do you help people come to that transformation process, Maria? With what questions do you ask them? How do you work? Share away.
Hello, everybody. So I'm Maria-Cristina Bumbac. Bumbac means in Romanian cotton. And this is a very noble tissue for me. It is ecological, it is smooth, of high quality, and it is a little myself. It is good that I came in this family with wearing the name of cotton. I wanted to participate, but I will apologize first for my perhaps rusty English.
Don't apologize.
I don't speak usually English because I live in France actually from 2001, and I speak very well French because I'm a hypnosis teacher in French. And I want to speak today of transformation because I want to share a little my own story about transformation. And since 2010, I accompany people to transform their blocks and search to free their own way, the spiritual way and the inner way. And since 2016, I created a school creating my own way. I should say the middle way. It's something reaching the middle way, my own way.
Now, what types, when you use hypnosis, do people just release things when they're hypnotized, or how does it work?
First, I think we have this notion of consciousness that transforms everything, because with the way of asking questions, and the people can get conscious of their process that might be unconscious. Therefore, so we have this conversation, and for me, what is important is the essential points that have to be reached. This what do you really want? This is not clear for everyone. And if we are clear with what I want, then I can identify the blocks, what stops me from reaching it, because they are in front of me, and then this means that they couldn't do it by themselves before. This is very simple. That clearing what I want, I can identify what blocks, and then we can transform the blocks. Donc I see blocks like stones in the river.
That's very good analogy.
The river has to go. The river is very very strong and wants to go to continue. This is the psychism inside of us. If you have stones that blocks, that you have floods, you have unbalances. The water will go elsewhere,
Right.
and this will be unbalanced. So we have all the interest to transform the stones that are programs from our childhood or from our other lives. But anyway, as we have a programmable part with the behaviors and also uh, proposed ways, validated beliefs that are not ours, but they instill in us like programs. Some of them can be blocks for our inner way. So at a certain moment, especially when we are adults, we can get free. Because when we are children, for me, it is not the best moment to be free, because we depend on parents, we depend on the community, and we have to develop in harmony. This is the best. The priority from the childhood is harmony. So we will validate if my mother tells me that I'm stupid. I will be perhaps I will agree with her, because it is the best way to develop in this environment. And I'll perhaps validate this as a belief, and I will create this reality until I am adult. And when I am adult, and I don't know, I have a job, and I can get my own resources. Then I can decide to transform myself. But this is why I'm talking about the transformation, because for me the transformation is the key to freedom. Freedom from ourselves, because it is like do you say cages? Cage?
Yeah. Cages, yes, cages.
Like cages. You have cages of personality, or which is programs from the past, but imposed programs. Imposed programs from the family, from the society, from the education, school. Someone in the street that say you should be this,
right?
You should say this, you should think this. And perhaps and everyone knows, we can feel it, that we have our own thoughts since the beginning. We are consciousness, we are spirits,
right?
We have our personality, we are unique. So we have perhaps our own behavior that we want to embody here. We want to experience this here, and we have a plan. I stayed connected since my childhood. I didn't want to disconnect, despite everything that I received from my family. I had a mother that was the symbol of the society, and what the people should do in order to be successful. And she always told me, but what the people would say if you do this, you are not afraid. You should be afraid of this. And I stayed connected because I felt that my identity was in danger. That I was a rather way in sometimes, but I manifest freedom in this life. So I'm perhaps the choice was obvious for someone like me, because I manifest freedom. But when we stay connected, you can feel that it is pollution. You should be there. You should do this.
Are you still there?
Yes.
Oh, good. Sorry. All of a sudden, my computer was just like flashing. I was like, I don't want to lose you. No.
Okay.
So it's like pollution that needs to be cleared.
Yes. This pollution from the others, this pollution to be a personage, I don't know, a mask that you are not. And people that adapt to be this mask are unhappy. So for me, there is an inner war in us from this level of I call it in French formatage, formatting.
Okay. It's
the formatting. This we are formed to be, for instance, the one who doesn't know what to do. He has to be told. The one, donc, therefore, we should obey because we are stupid.
Okay.
And these are programs that are imposed in during childhood. Then we are on this level, and we are on the inner level too. So there will be an inner war because we have both, and we have to choose which one do we choose. Sometimes there is the formatting, the mask, and sometimes we choose ourselves, our inner personality. And for me, the goal, the adult period is to release this, to release the inner personality. This personality is something a fascinating personality for everyone, because I encountered thousands of people in therapy. This personality is unique, but has the common values like balance, equilibrium, balance. Wants to be is majestuous. Wants to be not tall and powerful, but rather giving all the resources to do what he wants. I don't know, how do you call it?
So they want to be unique, like they want to be there. They would express who they feel they are.
But like like an angel with huge wheels. Yes. If I want something, I will give myself all the resources to do it. And if you get this freedom, you have an instantaneous creation in the matter, in the body, in the I don't know, in the share, in the.
It's natural to flow through you.
It's natural,
right?
It's natural, but it is instant.
Forward.
It is instant when you are free. When you are free, but you are not always free. You have programs, you have scenarios. Sometimes you are still programmed, and sometimes you manifest this free personality, and it is fascinating. It creates instant reality from his will, from its will. So if you want to, if you want to create, for instance, I can give you an example.
Please.
If you want to create to go somewhere, and you say, I will. I saw there is heavy traffic, but I want fluidity. I wanted this just to be fluid. but you will have all the. I can see the cars splitting like this when I pass, and you can see the lights going to green, and it is enormous because the others are blocked,
Right.
and you can go like this.
I know.
And this is one here. You are free here. You are fluid. This is like it is like this instant creation, and this is the state of grace. This is the state of grace because and it is tremendous and it is doable. For me, it is doable with this transforming the blocks. And I think it is what we are meant to do here, to free this personality, which is us. For me, it is myself in the spiritual way that created some guys in the matter that incarnate this process. So I'm here with my psyche, with my body, and I'm also the spirit.
Yes.
And all these guys make a team. In my parody, we are a team,
Right.
and we are going to do what we have proposed, planned before. So if we have if we have obstacles, if we have I don't know, the blocks, or we will adjust. We will adjust, but we have a like a light here. We want this and we'll do it. We'll get whatever it needs for this.
So using hypnosis discovers the block sometimes?
Using hypnosis in conversation, you can have the psyche and the subconscious.
Okay.
So you can discover the personalities inside because you have many personalities inside and the relation between them. And this what it identifies where to work, where to transform, where to create harmony, frontiers where there are separating them, because sometimes the relationship between our personage in our interior are not harmony and good family. It is like a jungle. The jungle with wars and predators, and this is why we have outside all this, because inside, if you see a little with a zoom in like this, you'll have a guy that is a predator, and when another guy wants to do something, he comes and says, "It is moi, it is my place, and I'm the boss here." And it was my role. It was my role in this place. I'm the specialist. Now I'm the boss here. I am programming everyone. This is what happens when I want to guide hypnosis. For instance, I create sessions with spiritual hypnosis. So we create expansion of consciousness. So we are conscient and infra-conscious. We will add the spirit,
right,
and the psyche is still there, and the ego, like we want to, and the ego says, "Now,
right,
you tell me that the spirit should do this, but now I will do this." And this part of the person wants to do the job of the other, even in a session. And we have to create the learning of respect inside, who does what, and to wait for their role, because everyone has a role there. So it is this learning of during hypnosis we reach expanded level of consciousness where we have more resources and higher horizon. And from this state, which is an exceptional state, we can do more things than in the usual state. It is clear or not?
Yes. So I just wanted to, it's very clear. Can you work with somebody in English?
Of course, yes.
Okay. So that's so for all of you there that know that maybe you have an inner child in a sense that's still saying, oh, I'm a victim. Then you have the other one that says, I can do this. And then there's this other passion, these different parts within you. You can come to reach out to Maria-Cristina and she can help you, right?
Yes.
Bring all that jungle. I like that one. Become a river, move the rocks and flow.
Yes.
Right?
I should speak about compassion also.
Please.
Because you have for the freedom, it is very nice. The freedom is comes with a sword, and the sword and the justice want to cut or everything is what is unbalanced. But a sword, simply a sword, it is not. It is a little dangerous for the personality because it is not balanced with something more tender.
Mm-hmm.
And the tender value is the compassion. If we have compassion and on the other side the sword of the justice and the freedom, everything is perfect. Everything will get balanced to the middle way. The middle way, the two hands from like in a prayer is justice and freedom, and cut the what all unbalance, cut from ourselves. We will cut ourselves all the unbalance. With the consciousness, we are able to cut ourselves like a diamond, something that is like a excrescence, like a tumor. That like the ego, like too much pride.
Like the
we
racism.
will cut it because we know it is not good. So we will cut from ourselves when we are conscious, and we can cut because we are compassionate. So this is the other on the balance. We have the other plateau of the balance that it is compassion. Compassion creates the possibility for us to pardonner, to forgive ourselves, to forgive ourselves and to forgive the others. But what is important for me is that what it is it's processing inside the person, because the exterior. I listened a little to your guest before the former one, and said that what is outside is it is a little our responsibility. It is inside too. I agree with this. I agree. And what is important when someone comes and is very angry on someone, and they say, okay, but what triggers? What is your responsibility? What is the program that in the which age do you have when you feel this? So he can get conscious that it is a program that triggered and, from his childhood or when he was younger. And it is extraordinary because now he gets the power to transform the program, the power to heal, to forgive. Monsters that are already here, they are duplicated in us, and this is how I healed myself, because I understood that everything that was taking place with my mother was also in myself. I have this, and I had to transform. Your mother is back.
No, but that's what
Why
it
did
felt
you do
like,
that?
right? Like when you're like, your mother is there, you're like, I was never going to be like that, or I wasn't going to think like that. And you're like, are you there? But it's in your,
I think
it's in
yours
you.
is there. I think yours is there. It's still there. So if you if you get conscious of this,
No.
you will transform it. You transform this personage from the interior, and you have the power. You have the power to transform this. And when you will be a harmonious team inside, everything will reverberate. You will get mirroring outside.
Right.
So you become a vibration of harmony and unity and forgiving, and because you are doing all this on yourself,
Mhm.
and the territory where you are the master of everything is here.
In here.
Yes.
Mhm. Isn't it delightful when you see that in someone that comes to you for help, like when you realize you've helped them transform?
Yes.
Do you feel this sense of like purpose, like, you were used, source was used through you, the same consciousness was used, and ripple effect, and you see the results in another person, and it's like more freedom for the world?
Yes, indeed. You can become the facilitator of this process, but I much respect the choice of every person, because it is when they want. I can explain, I can inspire, but they choose, and this is very important for me, because the freedom comes with the respect of the choice of everyone, and this is something very important in the universal world. The universal values is the respect for the choice. If someone wants to suicide, but if it is if he's decided and he's doesn't see anyway, and doesn't want to be helped, I should respect his choice, because he is the creator of the reality, and he is the creator of his reality, and he has the right to the freedom comes with this respect. So I can inspire, I can facilitate, I look at them as an infinite potential,
Mm-hmm.
because I created this to create this extraordinarily field that
Right.
much influences the process. And this is perhaps my little secret, because I much worked on this infinite potential. I have to vibrate on myself of this infinite potential in order to see the other also like this.
Yes.
But when people are creating their transformation, and in this transformation, they create their specific process.
Yeah.
All I do is facilitate the universal lines, the big lines, but the specific lines, the little ones, the details, the pearls on the dress, it is them that create everything. And I always look at the person like the person that is able to do this. And I was much inspired by my grandfather, that was a priest in Romania, a very charismatic priest in Romania, because he looked at people like they could do anything, and he congratulated everyone that had a quality, and explained how far he will go with this quality if he would develop it. So he was a pillar for the community, because he sustained every people like this. You are the special of this. I can see your quality. Congratulations for this victory. And this sustains the individual. And I think that this is a very inspiring model because in order to have a high consciousness in the collectivity, you have to have strong individuals like pillars.
Yes.
So someone has to trust and to build in these individuals. And I think we should take care of individuals to create a good, strong community of high consciousness. Because otherwise, you will have this collective personage, and everyone will be manifesting this personage, and we'll always have sects or dictatorship, and it always degenerates in this kind of sect, je sais pas, sectarianism, because the collective programming creates oppression and banalizes, destroys, disconnects the human and transforms it in a robot, in a, I don't know, robot. Yes, but we are not robots.
No.
We are this refined personalities with spirit, with emotions, with sensation, sometimes weak, but we can have something very strong that is the solidarity, the brotherhood, the capacity to 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 tend the hand to the other that is on the street, to sustain him. So if we are sure that there will always be a person next to us that will help us when we are weak, we are in security. We can be weak. We can afford it.
Right.
And weakness means that we can be sensible, sensitive, like flowers, like we can be refined in sensitivity. If we cut these emotions and we don't repair the traumas that are coming with emotions, we will be like brutes, like, I don't know, in French you say abruti. It means that you are like a robot.
You're just destroying, disconnected,
yes,
right?
very silly. It is very silly and reduced. You can't create something interesting in the creation with this. So we need emotions, we need sensations but we can suffer. This is we can suffer, but we can repair ourselves. We can heal from ourselves. So my advice to people is to keep and restore their emotions, because emotions are the main process to creating the memory, and the memory is very useful to change the behaviors. If we can't remember what we have done, we can't change. We can't analyze. We can't change. So memories come from the emotions. We can't have memory without emotions.
Right.
And the people that disconnected from emotions, I advise them to restore emotions. I can help them on some specialists that because they will get the memory, and the memory will help them transform themselves from the inside.
Well, and that's the whole sense of healing from the inside out. So transformation is each of us have everything that we need, and you are the catalyst or the facilitator to help them recognize what's going on within themselves, and then each of them make a choice.
Yes.
And from that choice, it's individual, and we're like the little beads on the dress, right? And we create this flowered and beautiful world. And really, that's what we're doing here, is we're sharing our experience of how we've done our own healing and helping others heal and catalyze and recognize the flow of the river. Shh. Get rid of those stones. Did I sum that up well?
Yes. Yes, it indeed. It is exactly this. Accepting that we can get floods from the others.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can just say that I'm right on the ocean. And interesting experience for me to see how much water like comes and goes, right? And when the tide goes out, it can go so far out that I can walk, and then when it comes in, where I would be walking, I would be 6 feet underwater, right? And this constant movement is really what the world is.
Yes.
And being able to navigate that flow without being flooded is, I believe, where the world is going.
Well, something interesting is to see like the bed of the river and the river itself. We are both. The river, I see, you have the emotions, the sensation, they have this tendency to get fluid. If it is stuck, it is not good. We suffer, and they want to move. They want to move on. They want to, but the bed should not attach to anything. The bed should stay neutral. We are the bed that observes everything. If we can be this bed of and let go every water. There will be sadness water. There will be angry water. There will be joyful waters. There will be every color, everything. But the message is that we are so strong, so courageous. That we are packaged to be strong transformers.
Yes.
They transform everything, and everything passes away if we don't attach like this.
Yes.
This sadness, I'm obsessed with this sadness. No, it is just just a sad water. And I think that the message to people that we are very, very courageous shamans, everyone. You can see children. Children are sad, and it is catastrophical. Yeah. And all of a sudden, the butterfly passes. Yeah. And the joy is restored.
Yes.
And we are like this. We are like this. If we are fluid, we can be completely broke down, and all of a sudden get rise. And go to see the sun, and go to the to have a bath in the ocean, and everything.
When you said the butterfly, then a lovely bird just flew by my window, and that's why I was like, ooh. and oh, there goes again. No. And I feel that is a gem to finish on, is that the ocean that I'm looking at now is the ocean. And sometimes it's calm, and sometimes it's wavy. Sometimes it comes in floods, sometimes it ebbs, and sometimes it flows. And that is what you just expressed with emotions, that sometimes there's sadness, sometimes there's anger, sometimes there's, these emotions come and go. And if we give ourselves permission to experience it for that, what it is, this is sadness, this is joy, then we're in that experience, and we can change, like, as you say, when the butterfly comes and now we're back to joy.
Yes.
Now we're, I'm going to feel sad. It's whatever we choose to experience in that moment, we can experience it. And when we become aware, we realize we're having an experience versus being attached to the experience that it has to be a certain way.
Yes, and if it is stuck, create just a propulsion, an impulse to go, to move on. The intention is sufficient, is enough to transform it, because the stuck energy is not good for us. Can get us weak, or perhaps ill, and it is not good. If we get stuck, the body will say it. The body, we will see in the body, and just make an intention to go to fluidity, to go to this river that moves on. And you can be stuck for decades.
Yeah.
People come and say, well, but you can't, you don't understand. I am stuck for decades. Yeah, I say, yes, indeed. And perhaps you need a marinade. You need to marinate.
Right.
But now it is perhaps the time to move on, to remake the movement. There are times to marinate, and there are times to move on. And when it is obvious inside, just let go and continue to move on, even if it's the unknown, and we are scared a little of this.
Mm-hmm.
But you will be discovering new things, and we can't get stuck for the eternity. We can't.
Right. And in that, as we're marinating, we could say that the world has been marinating for a long time.
Yes.
And
yes.
Many of us have realized that, there's a block. And and I feel like that's what 2020 is about now, is that the blocks are being removed, right? We're realizing that, this flow is going to happen, and it's going to happen however it's going to happen for each of us, in that experience. But it's just time that humanity realizes the consciousness and the connection of spirit that we are, and allow each of us to be who we are and how we are in this experience.
I think we have all the we are hungry of freedom.
Yes.
Profoundly in our bellies, we are hungry of freedom, and this is a huge force that wants to liberate, to free everything, and the blocks are freeing from inside, and creates this sometimes flooding, but for instance, the aggressivity. You say this aggressivity. You feel it is the hunger to get affirmed, strong, individual, and to say no.
Yeah.
Ça suffit maintenant.
Okay.
We don't want to be vaccinated. We don't want to be abused.
Right.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
And this is the force. Stop it.
Yes.
And we will stay like mountains, with this force of the mountains if it needs to. Mm-hmm. This is the force, and transform, allow this aggressivity be your force to stay like a mountain. Channelize it to stay like a mountain if we have to. for our values, for our codes of honor. If we don't want it, we'll stay like mountains. And this is why these forces are. This is why they rise up. It is not dangerous, but they should be well channeled, well
Right.
channeled.
Yes. So this is, in a sense, I feel like sometimes it might look like it's not being channeled, but I feel there's enough of, that's our you and my vision. Like, it is being channeled, right? It is moving. And so as we're respecting what everybody's choosing to do, you and I are still seeing it moving to freedom and coming to balance within each person and the world.
It can be channeled if we value it. If we judge it, this force can destroy us. But if we value us,
no more. No.
If we value aggressivity like the promise of the future mountain that stays still and says no if it needs to, I think we will be capable, we will be able to channel this force. And it is a main challenge. Aggressivity, angry, are the main forces of affirmation that rise up in our bodies and
Right.
allows us to express in the world, like a huge force of the nature, like a natural personality that came here with a plan, with beautiful values, and claims the right to be able to do it.
Yes, and we declare it, and so it is.
Yes, so be it.
So be it. Well, I would say you did simply fabulous. I wish that my French or Romanian was as great as your English. And
thank you, Jacqueline. Nice.
I really am. I'm glad that you stepped into this and said that you would share, because it was beautiful. And I hope we can do this again.
Thank you giving me this opportunity. And I say goodbye to all. Take care of you. Yes. And be like mountains or like rivers.
Right.
Whatever.
Beautiful.
Be yourselves.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. I love you. Mwah.
Bye-bye.